What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over each and every one of the new GOAT Festival cards added into NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, it's hard to sort by them specifically, and so I've got to sort through the new cards and talk about which of them are festival cards and go from there. Also, if you want a video talking about which of the Conquerors cards are worth it, that is also up on the channel already. Now, one thing I will say about this, we saw a bunch of new festival cards, right? It's not just a couple. We got Ty Lue, we got Ray Richardson, we got Ricky Davis, we got Sim Bhullar, we got Josh Smith, we got Jonathan Bender, Derrick Rose, and Bol Bol. Nearly what? 7, 8, 9? I don't know exactly what the number is. New festival event cards. Maybe 2K, listen, maybe we'll get some for like 5 GOAT cards. Maybe we'll get some for like 7, some for 10. And make it more accessible for the average Joe instead of having to get 20 festival cards, which is just an absolutely insane task to ask the community for. So hopefully 2K, listen, we're going to start at the bottom and work our way to the top. Ty Lue, at the end of the day, I will never, ever recommend anybody getting this card. But you know what? I'm fine with him being added. 6 feet tall, 6'3" wingspan, hot spots river, Patty Oscar, I'm very quick, Pro 2 leaner, Garland with Francis with obviously D-Fox. It's what basically every card from this festival is going to look like, at least dribble sig wise. Again, 6 feet tall. It's tough for me to ever say that, you know, this card is worth getting, anything like that. But I'm glad he's in the game. Might bridge that gap and be like, you know, 3 GOAT event cards. Something like that for Ty Lue. No, the card's not worth getting or playing, but again, I like the fact that at least 2K put him in the game. And Ty Lue's been somewhat relevant in 2K memory or 2K history. So again, the fact that he got a card, I definitely do like. Next up, I'm going to save Sim Bhullar. So next up, we'll go to Ray Richardson. I'm going to go in order from what I think is going to be like the least expensive to most expensive. Ray Richardson, 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. Now, 6'5" point guard, right? Similar to like what Tyrese Halliburton was for his time. I will say Ray Richardson's player build's normally better than a guy like that. Decent tendencies. Anthony Simons, Jetty Osman upper on very quick. Okay. Doug Collins release. I don't know if I love that. Pro 2. Garland, Francis, Stepscape, D-Fox. To me, I just don't know if I love that release, and I'm not trying to sit up here and hate on it. It's just, is that release one of my favorite releases? Is that release worth claiming a 6'5" point guard for? I don't think so. Again, I don't know how expensive Ray Richardson is going to be at the time I'm recording this thing, but I just have a hard time seeing him ultimately be worth it. Now, he could be. I'm not trying to sit up here and say it's impossible for Ray Richardson to be worth it, but I just have a hard time seeing that given the fact that he is undersized, given the fact that off initial look, that release doesn't look like anything crazy. Now, it could be. It could actually be a solid release. I'm not trying to judge a book by its cover, but I'm just saying right now, I don't really see it for Ray Richardson. Next up, I guess Derrick Rose. He should be cheap as well. 6'3", 6'8" wingspan. Steph, base, Sexton upper on very quick. Basically that Dr. J base release. Pro 2 leaner. Same dribble sigs as everyone else. Another card here, like, I just don't think is going to be worth it. Now, Derrick Rose, if you have to choose him or Ty Lue, Derrick Rose is more worth it. Derrick Rose or, you know, Ray Richardson. I'd probably lean Ray Richardson just because he's a little taller. Although I do think Derrick Rose is going to have the better release. So, offensively, D-Rose is probably, in my opinion at least, going to be that better option. Really just comes down to preference, what you prefer. I don't think Derrick Rose is bad, though. I think the card is really, you know, a solid enough card to play and compete. I just think the card's too undersized. Any card at this stage that's only 6'3", it's going to be really tough for me to, you know, really hype up. And I'm not hating on Derrick Rose, but just kind of where I'm at. If you're only 6'3" on this game, it's going to be tough for me to hype you up. Next up here, let's see. We're going to say Bol Bol, going to say Bender. Ricky Davis, I guess. 6'7" point guard for Ricky Davis. Y'all know he's from Iowa. I know that, but that's because I'm from Iowa. 6'7", 6'11" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. Steph base, Oscar upper, I'm very quick. It's fine. Pro 2 leaner, Garland, Francis, D-Fox. Ricky Davis is so far our best card we've talked about so far. Whether you like this Steph base or not really just comes down to preference. I think it's fine. Again, decent frame for the card as well. Decent dribble sigs. Just comes down to if you like that Steph Oscar or not. And at this stage, we do have a lot of good point guards, you know? Like, you could have Dr. J. You have Devin Booker. And so it's tough for me really to be hype about a lot of these point guards. And I'll, you know, continue talking about that. But Ricky Davis is fine. Don't see any really, like, big red flags with the card. He is at least fine. Next up, I guess we'll go to Josh Smith. I've always loved Josh Smith cards. 6'9" small forward at this stage isn't necessarily crazy. Same release, the Drummond on Marcus Morris Sr. on very quick. It's fine. Pro 2 with good dribble sigs. To me, though, it's just like he's better for sure than the 100 overall, but he's still not anything crazy. Like, if you have to spend 20 GOAT event cards for Josh Smith, I can't recommend it because like his release was good for that time. Like the release is solid, but that release anymore isn't anything crazy. It's nothing, you know, we haven't seen before. And so I just think it's tough for me right now to really hype up what this Josh Smith card is going to do. He's fine, but he's just not game-changing, game-breaking, and that's where I'm at with him. He's fine, though. For sure can play. It's just nothing, I don't think that's worth it. Let's go Jonathan Bender up next. 7-foot shooting guard on this game. Made a video talking about it recently. I actually talked about it in last night's video. How we don't have that many tall shooting guards in this game. Like, we haven't seen a ton of out-of-position players. Jonathan Bender's 7 feet tall at the shooting guard position. JT Thor, Sexton on very quick. Solid release. Pro 2, Garland, Francis, Steph Escape, D-Fox moving crossover. He is, I'm going to say, your best shooting guard in the game. He's 7 feet tall at that shooting guard position. Are you serious? Now, I will say if you're running Jonathan Bender, you're going to want a point guard that can go get a bucket because at 7 feet tall, I don't know how good his movement's truly going to be. But at 7 feet tall, you've got to hype up Jonathan Bender. Now, again, is he going to be expensive? Is he going to be tough to get? Probably. Like, you're probably not easily going to be able to go get Jonathan Bender, but the card is incredibly good. So, if you are, you know, wanting to approach this event and getting the best cards, well, Jonathan Bender is extremely good. The two last cards that we have to talk about are Sim Bhullar and Bol Bol. Let's go to Sim Bhullar first. 7'5", 7'9" wingspan at that power forward center position. Mike Muscala on very quick, similar to the Jokic, Larry Johnson base. Pro 2 leaner. Garland with Francis, Steph Escape, D-Fox moving crossover. Now, I'm going to say it. Sim Bhullar is just another one of those, you know, long cards. He's another, like, I don't want to say he's another Yao, but he's kind of like another, you know, Sean Bradley. He's kind of like another GOAT Wemby type of card. One thing that's interesting, and I want to make note of for Sim Bhullar, is the card is 360 pounds. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means defensively he's going to be wider. He's probably going to be better. He's probably going to get you stops. Meanwhile, if you want a card like Wemby to be able to go get you a bucket, I'm not saying Sim Bhullar is not, because he's still got good sigs and stuff. It's just going to be tougher for a guy like Sim Bhullar to get you a bucket compared to a guy like Wemby or Yao. So just kind of something to think about for Sim Bhullar. And I mean, I guess Yao is 310, and I move well with him. Again, there's a big difference between 310 and 360. But Sim Bhullar going to be really good, no doubt. Bol Bol, last but certainly not least here, 7'3". They finally changed his release. So I gotta say, Bol Bol is your best card in this event. He is. They finally changed his release. 7'3", 7'7" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. Cam Thomas, Oscar Upper on very quick. Pro 2, Garland with Francis, Steph Escape, D-Fox moving crossover. Like, again, all of these cards are gonna be expensive. And it's going to scale up in a big time way. Like, Bol Bol and Sim Bhullar are probably going to be 50+ GOAT cards. Like, they probably will. Same thing with Jonathan Bender. But they're really good. So if you want to, you know, go all out, go do your thing. Bol Bol is your best small forward in the game. There's literally no questions asked about it. He'd be best small forward in the game. It doesn't matter. He's still the best small forward in the game by a wide margin. So the budget-ish guys, if Ricky Davis and Josh Smith are budget, those are my two favorite budget guys. Like, the guys I would try to avoid, D-Rose, Ty Lewin, even Michael Ray Richardson, I don't necessarily love. That is going to wrap it up for us, breaking down the new GOAT event cards today. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.